What's up, guys, and thank you so much for popping into my review for the sequel, Den of Thieves 2, Pantera. I just rewatched the original Den of Thieves last night, and guess what? That's a great movie, and I don't know why I don't own it in my collection. I think it is a little long, but it's a very well-focused heist movie with great writing and great characters. This film is written and directed once again by Christian Gudegast and stars Gerard Butler and O'Shea Jackson Jr. once again. Now, the film picks up a little after the first movie. I don't know if they tell you how many years, but I mean, that came out in 2018, and now we're in early 2025, but I think that might have come out in January 2018 as well. So if that's the case, 7-year difference between these two films. But I don't think that really matters, the gap between the two movies, because the tone of this is just with the first one, and the writing aspect of it and the direction. I was happy when I found out that the same guy was doing it, because if it was somebody else just coming in and doing this movie, I would have been like, I don't know how I feel about that. But it turned out that it's the same guy. So I was kind of more at ease. And after watching the film, is this as good as that original Den of Thieves? No, it is not. But is it a worthy sequel? Yes, I do think that this is a worthy sequel. This is not a bad movie. This is a good film. I don't think it's a great film. I think the first one is closer to great, but this I think is a good movie. It is basically the same runtime as the first movie. It might be like 5 minutes longer, and you can feel it here. I think the first movie has a better pace to it, where this film has a slower pace to it. The first hour before they actually get into the heist is slower than the first hour of the first movie. There's a lot more going on, though, in this. There's a lot more characters that are interwoven throughout, on the good side, particularly on the bad side. And, when you kind of have to start wrapping things up, it feels like a Return of the King kind of sense, where it's got like three different endings. I was watching, it's like, okay, it's a good, satisfying movie, but then it goes on for about 20 more minutes, and I was like, wow, this is really, no, I wouldn't say dragging, but I was like, wow, this is really continuing to pedal along. I don't think the heist is necessarily as exciting or interesting as it was in the first film, but what I do think really works in this movie, and it is the selling point of this film, is the relationship between Gerard Butler and O'Shea Jackson Jr. They really get to spend a lot of time together in this movie, and they have some really great conversations to where you actually learn more about these people. So the film does have a lot of depth, and I do think, those conversations made it a lot more engaging. By the end of the film, does it set up for a third movie? Yes, it does. Would I watch it? Yes, I would, if it was written and directed by the same guy. These Den of Thieves movies are really good heist films, and I would recommend this. If you saw the first one and liked it, I would watch this. It didn't miss a beat tone-wise. It's just, it's a bigger film. And with any sequel, I think you could expect that, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. Not that it didn't really work in this film, but you could tell that it's bogged down by a lot of things going on. There's a side plot-ish with like a diamond, how that sort of pans out. There's just, yeah, I don't want to get into spoilers, but a lot going on in the film, but I did like it. And I did like it a lot. And I'm going to give it a very strong 3.5 out of 5 stars. I would watch it again, but you'd have to book out an afternoon or something. This is not a casual watch. The first Den of Thieves is not a casual watch either. These are movies that you have to really sit down and get invested into. So that's my thoughts on Den of Thieves 2. Guys, comment down below. Did you see the first movie? What's your thoughts on it? Are you excited to see this one? Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I got a review for Pamela Anderson and The Last Showgirl coming soon. Also, we've got some more things hitting theaters, new release 2025 movies. Wolfman, Flight Risk, and Companion, which I'm looking forward to. And we are about a month away from Captain America, Brave New World. We'll see how that turns out for the Marvel Cinematic Universe's 35th feature film. Guys, you can follow me on Twitter and or X at Ranking72 and Instagram and TikTok at King of Rises 131. That's been it for me. Thank you so much for watching my review for Den of Thieves 2, Pantera. And until next time, over and out.